Hi, welcome to HowtoDandD. My name's Frederick Weller and today I want to discuss how to identify magic items. All of the references for this video will be coming from the Dungeon Master's Guide on page 136 and the sage advice provided by Jeremy Crawford on the internet. There are only two ways that you can identify a magic item once you have detected that the item is in fact magical. The first one, or fastest way, is to cast the Identify spell. The spell requires a pearl worth at least 100 gold pieces, and you don't actually consume the pearl when you cast the spell, so you don't have to have multiple pearls to cast this. The second option is that your character spends a short rest in physical contact with one of those magic items. You can only do one at a time during a short rest, and during that time you determine its properties. Now, potions don't need to be identified because all that is required from the character is to simply pop off the cap, taste it to determine its properties. Now, if they are trying to taste a poisoned potion, it's quite reasonable for the Dungeon Master to say that they lose a few hit points and they are poisoned, even if they don't wind up suffering the full effect. Scrolls are written in an arcane script. Now, this arcane script can be read and activated by anybody who understands and can read a written language. So that means that you don't have to identify spell scrolls as long as you understand a written language. I have no idea what the arcane written script is, but apparently it's universal enough that anybody can figure it out. Cursed magic items can't usually be identified by normal means, which means casting the Identify spell won't necessarily give you the property of the cursed item. The whole point of a cursed magic item is that it be a surprise to the player, which is why identifying the actual curse won't necessarily be revealed. Now, because the cursed magic items section in the Dungeon Master book is so vague, it will depend on your Dungeon Master and the description of the magic item whether you will actually be able to determine the other magic item properties of that particular item. A variant rule for identifying magic items is available to Dungeon Masters who want to make identifying magic items more difficult or add greater mystery to their magic items. They might remove the ability to identify a magic item during a short rest, or require experimentation over time, or a combination of all of this. The section on actually adjusting the rules for identifying magic items is very, very small and short. It pretty much says whatever the Dungeon Master wants to do. Okay, that's everything on identifying magic items. If you found this video helpful, please share, like and subscribe. Make a comment below if you have any questions on how identifying magic items works. And till next time, keep rolling those 20s.